podcast. The podcast that is just too sweet.
Too sweet. Too sweet.
It's your boy, Dougie Fresh, a.k.a. Triple Wayne, The Rock Johnson. And as always, I got with me the beautiful people.
My Halloween costume 1 week early on that intro.
It's your boy, Mikey. Baby daddies hate me because they baby mamas like me. What it do?
I don't know how to top that one. I don't know what to do about that one.
It's on you.
Look, it's of course you. It's Mr. Same nickname, Mr. Jake Xclusive. What's happening, everybody?
Same guy.
How y'all doing,
same
man?
guy. I'm good. What you gonna trademark?
Same guy.
Mr. Same guy.
Same nickname.
Oh no! Hey, I didn't say what's
to.
happening, people. I said what's happening, everybody.
Got to.
You can't do that. What's happening, people? Button.
He can't see. He's not here to like have the audio, so I gotta have some form of dig in the episode.
Pause.
Fair enough. Whatever.
What's happening, players?
Man, it's been 2 weeks since we sat down together.
Man.
Yeah, cause motherfuckers had shit to do last
Technical issues and things going on last week. So,
week.
But we back.
We back, though.
baby.
You know what I'm saying? Back like we never left. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we really gotta sit down. Sorry, Stone Cold. Hey, we really gotta sit down and play this. Like,
Bro,
we really gotta go to your house.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna lie. I was like thinking that Trip and I went to go play a couple rounds while y'all was doing the review.
I thought you brought a camera.
No, I didn't get a camera yet.
We need to go to your house or something so we can actually play that.
Yeah.
And that'd be some dope extra content if this have us record.
For sure.
Shit. But no, what everybody been on?
Oh man, chilling. You know, being a papa.
The important question is, it's October.
Mm-hmm.
What horror movies y'all been watching? I told y'all every week, got one more week. I told you every week I'm asking y'all what y'all watch.
I watched
And then next week is on Halloween, so y'all better watch some cold shit on Halloween.
Yeah, we watched this movie on Amazon Prime called Black Box.
Yeah, I think I'm checking that out tonight.
It was pretty dope. It was
Yeah.
a really interesting concept. There was a lot of twists and turns, and I wasn't expecting at the end. It was a lot better than I expected it.
Once I seen the black dude do the Exorcist spider crawl, I was like, yep, I'm watching that movie. I was like, yep, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
What about you, Xclusive?
Well, I haven't watched anything new. Like
No,
y'all
just
have
horror
now, but
movies.
I watched the first Halloween again because I always start off with watching that one, the Rob Zombie one.
Oh,
the Rob Zombie one, because I fucked with that one the most. I like that one.
I feel like Rob went more into like his childhood.
Yeah, and I like
So
the
I think that was
backstory
kinda
aspect
dope.
of
I
it.
feel weird not holding the mic. It's just
No,
Right.
it is weird.
Right.
It is
What to
weird.
do with
like-
my hands? What to do with my hands?
It is very.
Because I want to look at Diz like, can you hear me? Like, you gonna be like mic placement, like damn, my bad, dog. My bad, my bad.
But no, I was watching that, and then basically Claire's been watching a lot of Netflix because one-on-one.
Oh yeah, I
Came
feel
back
like
on Netflix and
I
all
feel
that
like
stuff,
everybody
so-
girlfriend or whoever they
Yeah,
talking to has
it's-
been watching nothing but one-on-one and
Yeah.
half and half and
Has,
shit.
like that's all we watching when we're
Yeah.
not watching horror movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Is one-on-one. That's what she on right now. No, right now she's on half and half.
Yeah.
She just finished one-on-one.
She was watching. I would say Claire was watching half and half.
Shout out to Deuces for his one-on-one with Rachel True. Shout out to
Yeah.
Deuces.
Shout out
You know,
to
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
That shit was dope.
Y'all
It's funny
agree?
because I showed Claire.
Mary motherfucking Jane.
Mary Jane.
I showed Claire that, and because Claire doesn't know like actors and actresses by their names really like that, so I was like, yeah, he did this interview with. I was like, homegirl from Half and Half. He was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah.
The curly hair one.
And I showed her. She was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, no, that's
shit.
cool as fuck.
That shit dope.
I told Britt
She doesn't get like with stars and celebrities and shit. Claire is not like the type.
Hey,
Oh my god, celebrity! Like she's like, oh, that's cool.
Once he get to Raji, I know that he can get my, because we still gotta give him our list though.
Yeah.
'Cause I got the list. I want to try to break it down to like 20 because we did name like plenty wrestlers, but I want to try to get to like
Wrestling
20
personalities.
and give it to 'em.
Definitely
Yeah.
a bunch of different people for sure.
Yeah. We're gonna get one-on-ones with Trip, nigga. The one-on-ones with Trip to be a new thing.
going on a trip.
You know what I'm saying? Going on a trip. That's what we're gonna call it. Going on a trip with Trip.
Exclusive interviews.
You know what I'm saying?
When I do mine,
Exclusive interviews. I love it, dog. I love
you know,
it.
because they be exclusive.
I love it. You on the mic with
dropping,
Mike?
dropping the exclusives.
mic,
You on the mic with
See,
Mike?
we all got our.
Well,
we all got
one.
We all got
We
one.
good. We
Yeah.
good, dog. No, see, horror shit wise, I've been watching. I watched the newer Halloween, the one that was like 50 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I watched that. I had to go to my Conjuring series because that's like my favorite horror movie series.
Yeah.
I watched that show, The Haunting of Bly Manor, on Netflix. That show I liked it.
It was perfectly splendid.
Perfectly splendid. Shout out to Flora.
Dog, I seen the preview for that, and Clara was watching a little bit of it, and then Facebook was popping up all the videos on Facebook
all
and
of
shit.
It's
That
good.
shit looks creepy as
It's
fuck.
good. Hey, and I like the girl who played Danny because she played Love and You. So like anything she's in, I'm watching.
Yeah, because all I seen, the one clip I seen was the little girl with all the dolls.
Yeah, she like how Michael K. Williams is with HBO.
Yeah,
that's her with Netflix.
Oh,
like
okay,
any good code property, she go be in.
I was saying because I remember the one clip I seen was with the little girl with the dolls and what's her name, walking in the room talking about you got a lot of dolls.
Yeah.
And she picked the one up with no face, talking about that one stays there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
oh, this creepy as fuck.
And it was like that.
And she just looked at her and put it back.
The crazy part. Trippin' B didn't like Hill House, and I liked Hill House.
Oh, okay.
But I liked the Bly Manor more, and they ended up liking Bly Manor. So I was like, okay, cool, okay, that was okay.
Nah, fuck with Hill House.
Let me see. So Bly Manor, I did Bly Manor. I watched a show on Hulu called Monsterland. It was like an anthology series. Like each episode was a different story.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It was kind of like the Black Mirror type thing.
It was dope about it is that each episode was named after like the state or city it was in.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was kind of dope. I watched Book of Blood. Book of Blood was nuts. That's another Hulu exclusive. Book of Blood was good. Lovecraft Country, of course.
Dude, you know what I randomly watched the other day, and it's not.
Hopefully we
It's
get a
not.
second season HBO.
It's not horror related, but like I don't know why it took me so long to watch it, but I watched the most recent Jumanji with The Rock and Kevin Hart and all that. Like
I still haven't watched
bro,
it.
that shit was hilarious.
That shit was good.
Like
I'm
the
such a
first
fan of
one,
the
the first
original.
one was better than the second one in my opinion, but the second one was just as funny as the first one. That shit was hilarious because it has Danny DeVito and Danny Glover in it.
Yeah.
And they're just funny old men in the whole movie, dog. This shit's hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta end up watching it.
Everybody keeps saying it's
cool.
Good.
Yeah, no.
It was definitely good. It was funny.
Fucking hilarious. They did a good job, and it's like the continuation from like the first movie. So
yeah, it's definitely brought characters back and stuff, so it was cool.
Yeah, I fucked with it. But other news. So WWE has been at the forefront of the COVID hotspots now.
Dog, this shit is hilarious.
Taping arenas are now considered hotbeds for the virus.
Yeah, it's like
for the young vid.
What was it? I think it was in Florida. Like 10 of the major 10 businesses that are hotspots. 3 of them are WWE buildings.
Yeah.
Like that only the WWE is running. It's fucking hilarious.
It's crazy. I mean, you would think.
Didge over there looking at cheeks.
He said. He said something to keep me awake.
Hey, you would think.
Nah, you stupid, Didge. Nah, you stupid.
He gave me that old head look like,
He said, I can't even deny that, dog. I can't deny that player.
Hey, you know that player.
You got me. You got me.
You would think a company that runs this business so tightly, following, especially with it being in Florida, following the NBA bubble, you would think they would run it similar to that. But they don't. It's like they don't have.
I don't.
Over it.
I don't. It's Vince McMahon. I don't think he gonna do everything opposite.
But I feel like a lot of it is because the wrestlers are still going out doing their own thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And coming back. At least in the NBA bubble, they stayed in the bubble, right?
Yeah, they weren't allowed. They didn't leave really much.
It's like with WWE, they were leaving and coming back.
Campus. Yeah, so they had a campus where they go to a hotel. All the hotels were in the area where just the NBA stars.
Right.
Yeah. And they can only go so far within the radius of the
probably
campus.
Food and shit like that.
Which is a lot of stuff was getting just made at their hotels though too.
Yeah.
Because I know I saw the video of all the chefs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That they all brought in because they were getting like box foods and shit like that at first, and it was like, bro, we in the NBA. Why we eating?
It's like we grown ass men.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Why we eating these hot lunch ass meals?
Why we eating these Firefest sandwiches?
These public school systemized lunches. What the fuck?
Yeah, but no, it's been. I feel like Vince would do a better job at. I can't even finish the sentence now. I really can't finish the sentence.
It's like oxymoron, damn it.
Yeah, I was just about to say I thought Vince would do a better job at protecting his investments, but Vince is Vince. So
I was
the only
gonna say
investment he protected is himself. That's it.
With that being said,
he's gonna do everything to make money for the business, regardless.
You got some of that good old knowledge.
Oh, and by the way, to update, it's 3-2. Just to let everybody know what the record is. 3
And Mike, where did you go last recording?
5 times. 5-0, baby.
5 for 5.
5-0, baby.
It's 2-1.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, since we've been in here, I beat you 3 times and you
won
won
the month of October.
No, we're keeping track. No, we're keeping track of since we've been in here.
No,
No, you can be 2-0, but I beat you last week, so you're 2-1.
I am 2-1.
Yes. Or the weekend before, it was still October.
So
it's still 2-1.
We didn't have an episode last week. Mikey Nardo.
Sorry that I put my win. Sorry I gave an extra week on my win. I apologize.
That's how.
Oh, they was coming up to me at work. Like, so Big Mike just went 5-0 on you.
Come on now. What? Come on now. Shout out to Auto Sham. Shout out to everybody at Auto Sham, man.
I almost spit my drink.
Big
That's
Mike
fucking hilarious.
5-0, baby. 5-0.
Like, come on,
5-0.
Don't do this to me. Don't do
Hey,
this
keep
to
track of the streak, fam.
Hey, wasn't that in the description?
5-0, baby. Somebody got all 5 questions right. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. But
I'm going 0 for 5 this time.
We're going to start with question number 1.
Oh, as opposed to starting with question number 5?
Yeah. We're gonna,
Hey,
I can start with question number 5.
I say you should switch up.
Fine, question number 5. It's still question number 1, but I'm going to read it like it's question number 5 because y'all don't know what order I read this shit.
Right. We don't never know.
You can read 5 as 4 and 4 as 3.
Right, we'll never know.
We don't know.
Exactly.
Shit.
No matter what the order is. But question number...
these lapel mics because I don't know what to do with my hands. Because it's like...
I just feel like
I want to do this, but then it's
talk
like...
with your hands,
I got to...
I can talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I can hold my phone and not have to worry about having the mic placement, nothing. So it's all good.
I mean, I'm placed right here, but you know.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
Almost dropped my phone. I did with the big thumbs down.
All
All right, so question number 1, fellas. Who were the very first NXT Tag Team Champions?
Oh my God.
Rowan and Harper of the Wyatt family, the British Ambition, which is Neville and Oliver Gray, Neville and Corey Graves, or the Ascension?
For some reason, I feel like it's either Corey Graves and Adrian Neville, or it's the Ascension.
I'm gonna go with Neville and Corey Graves because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So Trip, that's your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay.
Fuck it. Neville and Corey Graves.
You guys got one of the options correct, but nope, it was Neville and Oliver Gray, actually.
Damn it.
And they actually lost to the Wyatt family, like, the next takeover. The Wyatt family in NXT was so cold. Like, I was thinking, that's what made me think of this question, because I was like...
Every time I hear about, the Wyatt family comes up, I always think of the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
Just Rowan, Harper. This reminds me of Jesse and James from Rocket Power.
Yeah, that's funny.
The Bludgeon Brothers speeding off at the speed of light. Just
To protect the world from certain devastation.
right.
He said Rocket Power instead of Pokemon.
Oh, sorry.
He definitely said Rocket Power. I was going to correct him.
I just let that slide.
Team Rocket, I'm sorry.
Team Rocket. Yeah, that's what you meant to say. I get what you were going, though. I know what you meant.
It's the Oktoberfest, sorry.
That's
I
what
just
it
gonna let
is. It's
that
also
slide.
Yeah. Y'all knew what I meant.
it's the
I
busy
fuck up all the time.
it's the busy day we've had.
It has been. Shout out to
Taking
Geek
pictures
Chef.
with pretty women, like it's been a long day, man.
Shout out to Geek Chef for letting us to be a part of their photo shoot.
Hey, thank you for letting me keeping the swag, dog. I'm keeping this hoodie, the shirt. You know what I'm
Stone Cold
saying?
done fell twice. You
know what I'm
gonna
saying?
stop knocking Stone Cold down. Vince McMahon already done knocked him down enough.
All right. Question
number 2.
Question number 4.
Question number 2 is, who was the second WWE Grand Slam champion? Triple H, Kurt Angle, Kane, or Chris Jericho?
See, now it changed up because Sean HBK was the 1st.
Mm-hmm. I looked it up. It's in order.
Triple H.
Like United.
Wait, he was an option, right?
Yes.
Okay,
he
Triple
was-
H.
yeah.
Fuck it,
Triple H, Kurt Angle, Kane, Chris Jericho.
Wait. No, I go with Triple H. Yeah, I go with Triple H.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Triple H as well.
Why should it be Kurt Angle?
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
It was Triple H.
This shit. 2 feet up.
Didge was looking it up. I see him.
I am the game. I was watching. First off, sorry, tangent.
God damn it,
That-
Mike.
I was
Oh,
watching.
you could have did it. I wouldn't have been upset.
I was watching.
Now that one I'm
really,
upset about.
Really,
It's
Trip?
up. It's
Really
coming
Trip?
up.
Really Trip? For real? For real? Diz cut all that out in post.
We had ourselves a beer accident over here.
What was a beer moment?
This is an October mess. Jeez Louise, dog. What the fuck? Come on, Diz. You gotta give me one. God damn.
Give me one of them.
All right.
Okay, but yes, it was Triple H. Nice
Triple H,
job.
And that's dope because Trip can still record and be way over there.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
That's dope.
That's the point.
That's dope.
But question number 3.
Okay.
As Trip cleans his mess
Since
up.
you right there, can you grab another beer, cuz?
Might as well grab me one too, friend.
Might as well grab you another one, too.
Yeah, since you spilled half yours.
Right. Did still on his first one, so he good.
All right. Trip, you ready for question number 3?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3 is, what was Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole's tag team name in Ring of Honor?
Ooh, man.
Was it System Shock, Future Shock, the Kings of Wrestling, or Team Ambition?
Say the first two again.
System Shock, Future Shock, Kings of Wrestling, or Team Ambition?
System Shock. Fuck it. System Shock.
I'm gonna go with System Shock as well. It just seemed like that would be their name.
Right, since NXT they shocked the system. So.
That is incorrect.
What the fuck?
It actually is Future Shock.
Get the fuck.
Which is where they got the Shock the System idea from.
Because when I think of Future Shock, I think of Drew McIntyre's old DDT.
Yeah. But yes, they were called, I think he kind of stole that from them because he liked the name of it. Probably.
Oh.
That would make sense because he was up and coming in the E when they were in Ring of Honor as a team.
Okay, that makes sense. God damn. It's going to be a horrible game in Xclusive Trivia.
This is a very random one, but I just remember seeing it because I was watching some Roman Reigns footage the other day of him and Jay going back and forth. What college did Roman Reigns play college football? University of Hawaii, UCLA, Georgia Tech, or Maryland?
Georgia Tech.
Mikey Nardo says GT.
University of Hawaii.
And Trip says Hawaii. Keep drinking, Mikey Nardo. Good job. You got that one correct.
Give me that.
I put Hawaii just because he's Samoan.
Right.
I did that one on purpose.
You racist. You racist, Trip. You was racist. Dude said, what school did Shinsuke go to? The University of China? Japan? Or oh, you racist, Trip. That's fucked up. Dude don't know the difference between a Hawaiian and a Samoan. That's fucked up. Even though they're like cousins.
I was going to say
like,
they lived, a lot of Samoans live in Hawaii. Oh, but question, final, what was you going to say?
Question number 5?
Yes, this is question number 5 here.
So
this is the final question.
2 for 4. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay.
And
all right. So either way I go, either we go tie
yep.
or I'm going to win. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 5 is, in what state was the very first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
Oh, my fucking God.
Texas, New York, New Jersey, or Illinois?
Say it again.
Texas, New York, New Jersey, or Illinois?
You said the first pay-per-view?
The first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Like when it became a pay-per-view?
Yes. Not the first Hell in a Cell match, but the first pay-per-view.
You said it was what? Say it again.
Texas, New York, New Jersey, Illinois.
Illinois.
I'm going to Texas, the supersized state.
Incorrect, fellas.
Damn.
It was New Jersey.
God damn.
It was Newark, New Jersey back in 2009, which is crazy to show how long ago that damn pay-per-view went around.
Ooh, but I still won this game.
Yeah, it's fucked up because I was watching the best of Hell in a Cell, and
was
John
that
Cena
best?
Randy Orton was the first match of that, and it wrestled in 09.
Was that just the best of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view?
I think so.
I think it was best
Oh,
because you know Hell in a Cell pay-per-view
it's way better Hell in a Cell matches than this. I was like, for y'all to pick these matches.
It was way better, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Speaking of, what are y'all top 5s Hell in a Cells?
Matches?
Yeah.
The crazy part, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about having us do this, but I like when we do it live.
Oh man, I'd have to really think of a bunch.
5.
That's the point.
5. I have to go. 5. I have to go. Ooh, this is tough. 5. I have to go. New Day and Usos.
Ooh.
4. Brock and Undertaker.
Okay.
3. I go. Ooh, this is tough. 3. I go Mankind. 3. I go Cactus Jack, Triple H.
Ooh, nice.
2. I'd go Edge versus Undertaker. And then 1 is Mankind versus Undertaker.
Okay.
I'd go, number 5, was it Shawn Michaels, Undertaker.
Yep.
My honorable mention would be that one.
4 would be Sasha Banks, Charlotte.
Okay.
Good one. That was a good one.
3 would be Usos, New Day. 2 would be the Armageddon 6-way.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I didn't forget about it, but I didn't like that one.
I liked that one.
That was dope.
Only because Rikishi fell off the top of it into the big ass truck.
Truck of hay. Yeah.
Truck of hay, and then number 1 is Mankind, Undertaker.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now,
no, go ahead.
I remember listening to an episode of Geek Set, and I think Deuces said that it was either Deuces or Lip said that the Hell in a Cell was the best match ever. Do y'all agree?
That Mankind
Undertaker was one of the best like matches ever. Like
it's one of the more iconic. I wouldn't say it was one of the best matches ever. For iconic, absolutely, it's top 5 iconic matches of all time. I'd agree with that.
For like the big spots and the falls and
the fact that Mankind basically died.
Yeah, I'd say
JR said it.
Sure. Yeah,
he's dead.
I can say it's like probably the most entertaining match.
Yeah, I can go with that.
I say, as far as iconic matches, when you think of wrestling, you think of Undertaker throwing Mankind off the top.
So if that's the most iconic, what do you think is the best match?
The best match of all time. Damn. Okay.
The best match I think I've ever seen, as far as everything ever built into it, was Rock Austin at WrestleMania 17.
The third one.
The second one.
The third one was 19.
The third one wasn't good because Austin.
No, the third one was 18, 19.
Yeah, it was 15, 17, 19.
15, 17. Okay.
Okay. I think the second one was the best one.
That's
was one of the best matches I've ever seen.
That's when Stone Cold went heel.
Because that was when they had the video package and with the Limp Bizkit song and everything.
I would say it was Disturbed or Limp Bizkit.
No, it was Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, My Way or the Highway.
That's right.
Yeah, because that was also the one that had the TLC.
I remember that because that's when him and Rock was standing face to face, and the Rock was looking that way, and Stone Cold was looking this way and shit. They was looking at each other.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite match I've ever watched because it was the two biggest stars in wrestling at the biggest show.
Right.
In the main event, like it was a great match too.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
The best match for me. Goddamn.
And I got another follow-up question after this.
Probably the second Undertaker HBK.
I was gonna go.
I was gonna say that's up there. That's definitely a top 5 match.
Yep, I was gonna go with the second one.
Because even I would put Undertaker CM Punk at WrestleMania was up there too.
I was gonna go with HBK Undertaker 2, or I was gonna go with I just had the match in my head, and now I can't think of it. Oh my god.
My honorable mention would be HBK versus Kurt Angle.
That was a good one.
Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit was a really good one.
So I seen a post that Kurt Angle had a dream match that he wanted to do against.
Yeah, I seen that.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I'd say that'd have been a go.
Who do y'all think would have won?
Brett.
Kurt Angle.
I think Brett would have won. I think Angle would have. I think they would have had a great match. I think Angle would have.
It depends on the era. If he would have came through, if Kurt Angle would have debuted during like the Attitude era, like 97, 98, I'd go Brett.
I think Kurt Angle in like 07 was the best Kurt Angle, though, when he was like the wrestling machine.
Anything past the Attitude era, I gotta go Kurt.
Because obviously
it just depends on what era they were wrestling in.
I guess, that's true.
Like the older era, I feel
like
Brett would have took him.
I think Kurt would be willing to have a great match, but is still willing to lose to Brett because it's Brett.
Yeah, because if you have a great match,
and I think Brett would also not mind losing to Kurt.
To Kurt, right?
But I think Kurt would be more adamant, like, no, I will lose. You're gonna win this match.
Right. Just on some just because of how
the respect
prolific he is. Yeah, it's like I don't mind losing you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I lose to you before I lose to fucking Savio Vega, motherfucker.
Yeah, you can put on a good match and lose and still get put over.
No, but let me list my my top 5 cell matches real quick before we go back before we lose that. My 5, because I'm looking them up now because I was really trying to remember all of them. Like, how many damn cell matches that I can remember off the top of my head. My 5th would have been Charlotte and Sasha, because that match was dope.
Of course.
I liked how the match started.
Yeah, I did. I'm just trying to think of all of them as I'm seeing them.
Dids out there, sleep.
CM Punk and The Undertaker. in the Cell was dope. What was it? Triple H, Shawn Michaels in the Cell was dope.
Yeah. That's when
that was that Bad Blood. That was that Bad Blood.
That's when Shawn won the title, right?
Yeah. And then Taker and Edge was dope, and then obviously Taker Mankind.
Yeah. I read something that said Randy Orton has only had one great Hell in a Cell match, but I forgot who they said it was against. I think he's had 5 Hell in a Cell matches, but they said only one of them was great. So I was like, it was an article. I read it somewhere. It was
he wrestled Undertaker. He wrestled John Cena. He wrestled Sheamus. He wrestled Bryan. Mark Henry, and he wrestled Daniel Bryan. Mm-hmm. So
and I think they said the one.
Against Undertaker.
I think it was the one against Undertaker was his best one. They said that was his best one.
Yeah, I believe it. The one with Daniel Bryan probably wasn't too bad.
I just like the super kick at the end. Yeah. So that was pretty dope.
So tomorrow,
Hell in
the Cell.
Yeah.
Before you get into the card, are there more than 4 matches announced? Because of like 2 days ago, there was only 4 matches announced. For what I remember, because that was like a big thing.
Into the card to figure that out.
Yeah, but I'm just curious because I thought you had it pulled up already.
It's 5 matches.
That's terrible. What is this? WWE No Mercy? Like,
they're gonna make Otis lose the. Oh my God, bro! They finna make Otis lose the damn Money in the Bank, bro. Yeah, he already lost his bitch. Now he lose his goddamn briefcase, like, bro. Yeah. This is horrible.
I think they got 3 Hell in a Cell matches.
Boo.
My thing is, hey, when I first heard of Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, I thought every match was going to be in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
When I first heard about it, because that's dope. Like, oh, shit, every match in Hell in a Cell, that's dope.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
They really should do that.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's the Hell in a Cell. Like Money in the Bank. Like, every match should be in the Money in the Bank somehow. Like, I
think they shouldn't have. I
really think, like what Tripp said, I really think they should do a tag team Money in the Bank ladder match, bro. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
Cause it'd still be one ladder. I mean, it'd be one briefcase.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
It'd still be one briefcase. It's just when they win, they bring it down. But then, like, the next day they end up with both. They both got one or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Contracts.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
No. So they got Otis versus The Miz, a singles match for the Money in the Bank contract.
Oh, shit, Otis might not lose that shit because it's The Miz.
Hey, you want to keep track of the predictions? We got to start keeping track of the
Yeah, I got you. 1 second.
Pay-per-view prediction.
So, Drew McIntyre is making his debut.
Yeah, this will be his first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty dope.
Because he was gone when they debuted the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah.
Yep. Because then he came back in what? 14? 15?
15? It's been 5 years.
Yeah, I think I said 15.
So, Mike, who you taking, Otis or Miz?
I know Miz is gonna win, but I'm going with Otis. I already know Miz is gonna win, but I'm going with Otis.
I'm gonna go with the Miz.
All right, I took Otis as well.
Yeah, it's like
I just had a weird feeling. I want to see Otis keep winning, just cause.
It's like, bro,
they haven't done shit with him since that Mandy Rose shit.
Yeah. My thing is, bro, you know how shocking it would be for Otis to cash in and win the title, even if he only has it for a day or a week. Like, fam winning in the cash, like that's gonna be.
Let's cash in at Hell in a Cell.
Right, like after the Roman Reigns and Jey Uso match, he just cashed in on his ass. Something drastic would have to happen for him to want to do that though. Yeah. Like Brock Lesnar have to come back, like you stole my manager and F5 him or some shit. Like it had to be something weird like that.
Yeah. Next is Jeff Hardy versus Elias in a singles match.
Gotta go Jeff Hardy.
Going Jeff Hardy.
Gotta go Jeff Hardy.
Did y'all hear about this storyline, right?
No.
The storyline, Elias is gone for a long time because he got hit by a car.
Yeah, and they supposedly blamed it on Jeff Hardy.
Elias came back knowing that Sheamus did it.
Yeah,
he knows Sheamus did it, and still blaming it on Jeff Hardy for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's like, bro, I didn't do it. Even Sheamus is like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, why you just got beef, bro. It's like
you just don't like me.
Yeah. I really want Sasha to win.
Yeah,
I need Sasha. I really.
Yeah. So next match is Bayley versus Sasha in a Hell in a Cell match. This is Bayley's
first
match, and this is the
Sasha's third. Fourth.
Third.
Third, because it went Sasha and her, and Charlotte, then her and Becky. So yeah, this would be their third. Yep.
Now it's her.
And then this would be the first time all 4 horsewomen have been in Hell in a Cell.
Yep. And this is the first time the SmackDown Women's Championship is being.
Because it has always been the Raw title. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Which is crazy because there's not the Raw Women's Championship match on here. Is this just a SmackDown pay-per-view then?
No, because
No, because Drew McIntyre and Randy
I was going to say because
Okay.
Cause I say because both main titles are on the line. So yeah.
So
I think it was they still do the brand split, but they share the pay-per-views.
Yeah. So is who are we taking in Bayley Sasha?
I'm hoping Sasha.
I'm going Sasha.
Fingers crossed.
I feel like they go long. I feel like they go prolong it before they make the switch. I feel like eventually Sasha go win, but I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like I want Bayley to win, but I want Sasha to win. But I feel like
you think Bayley's gonna win?
No, I think I'm going for Sasha.
You're going Sasha, okay.
Sasha. But I think Bayley's going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Tripp, you're going Sasha as well?
I'm going Sasha. I'm going the boss.
Okay. All right. What we got next?
Next is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. This will be Randy Orton's 6th Hell in a Cell appearance.
And he like 4-2 or some shit? No. Yeah, ain't he like 4-2?
Something like that. Do you think Randy Orton has to win?
No.
Because this feud has been Randy Orton fucking with Drew, but then Drew wins every match.
Yeah, Drew definitely has won every match.
Like Drew still hasn't lost since like last year.
I feel like, but I feel like this feud has been helping Drew.
Yeah, but it's like you can't keep thinking Randy Orton's credible if he just loses every time. He's not a threat to Drew if he keeps losing.
But I feel like Randy's one of those people where him losing don't affect. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it depends on if they do it right, but it's just like.
No, I see what you're saying.
It's just like over and over and over and over and over again.
It ain't credible, right? Like, it ain't credible no more. But I feel like Randy's one of those wrestlers that's been around for so long where it's like you just found a way to win. He's still a threat. You just found a way to always win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Randy Orton faced off against Undertaker, John Cena, Sheamus.
Okay. And he won all those?
And Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. He defeated Sheamus. Lost to Undertaker. Defeated John Cena.
And defeated Daniel Bryan.
Lost to Mark Henry. Defeated Dan Bryan.
So he's 3-2.
3-2.
Lost to John Cena.
3-3.
Damn, he's been in 6? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, and then he defeated
Jeff Hardy.
4-3.
Yeah, that's 7 Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Who's the king of the Hell in a Cell? Like,
damn near Randy Orton.
But nobody's been in more than Undertaker.
No, I know. Undertaker's been in like 50.
A good 11 or some shit.
He's won the most.
Yeah.
Cause I think the only one he damn near lost was like to the HBK one. That was the first one.
Yeah.
So what y'all? A lot of first the HBK's been in, he's won.
So who y'all taking for the win?
Drew McIntyre.
Gotta go Drew.
I'm going Randy. I just have a weird feeling to keep the story going. Randy gonna win. I don't know why.
He's been losing. He lost every single match.
That's what I'm saying. And like
this is what, the 4th match now?
He might figure out a way to cheat to win.
I feel like Ed's gonna come back soon.
Yeah.
He gonna cost him this shit.
My
think
whole
so.
thing is, I think Randy Orton will have to win the title for them to set up the big match against him and Edge, because that feud never really ended. It just stopped because Edge got injured.
Right.
That's true.
And I think that feud was doing really well. Like, that was a money maker. You had two guys that were familiar with each other in the ring, and they had good chemistry inside and outside the ring, so they could
had a really bad match and a really good match.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, I like the bad match. That's the crazy part.
I think Jake is the only one at the table that didn't.
I didn't fucks with it. I definitely didn't fucks with it.
Yeah. Then last match is Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. This is Jey Uso's debut in a singles Hell in a Cell match. So this will be dope.
And it's also the first ever Hell in a Cell I Quit match.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is random.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work? Because it's like, what's the whole point of the Hell in a Cell If y'all gonna be outside that motherfucker.
Is just Roman just gonna throw him off the top as many times until he says, fuck it, I'm done?
He definitely doing the Uso dive off that motherfucker, bro. He throwing him off that bitch.
Yeah.
You know Roman ain't jumping off that shit.
Oh, no, not at all.
So what y'all taking, Jay or Roman?
I'm going to go with Roman.
Okay, I wrote Roman for all three of us before I even asked that question.
Tribal Chief. This is the first time they're defending the Money in the Bank suitcase.
Yeah.
At the Hell in a Cell. But
it's not very often that the belt is.
How many times?
I think it's only like 2 or 3 times that the Money in the Bank briefcase has been.
Because it was
Kennedy lost
Mr.
it.
Kennedy.
Kennedy lost it because he got popped for drugs.
It was Mr. Kennedy.
I don't remember who else lost it.
Because Baron Corbin just lost his cash in. He didn't put the.
Yeah, because he went against John Cena, didn't he?
He just lost the cash in. He didn't defend the.
Yeah, and I know Alberto cashed in, Edge cashed in, Swagger cashed in. A lot of people cashed in.
But I'm talking about who defended the.
No, I was just thinking about past winners in my head real quick.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud.
I don't think anybody.
I was gonna say just Kennedy, and it was only because he got popped for steroids or whatever, HGH or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
There's no mid-card championships on this card at all.
As of this moment.
As of right now.
Yeah.
But they quick to be like, hey,
during the
Sami
pre-show,
Zayn, you want to do?
During the pre-show, the Intercontinental title will be defended.
They might do that.
Of course, but then they'll put Otis and Miz on the real show. Like, bro, that's no one paying that. Why am I watching this shit?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I kind of want to do like predictions as far as 2 sweets.
Mm-hmm.
How many 2 sweets are you expecting out of this show?
2.5. You know, actually, I'll go 2.5 because one, there's only 5 matches announced, and Jay and Roman I don't expect anything. It might be a decent little squash match, but Roman's basically going to dominate the whole match. Jay's going to get here and there's in, but if Roman loses, it'll be.
What if Jimmy come down and help Roman?
Isn't Jimmy still hurt technically? I know he's been showing up and shit, but I think he's actually like for real hurt to where he can't do shit.
ACL.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the best. Yeah, this is the best storyline they have on TV right now.
I agree. The story is awesome.
Oh yeah.
It actually sold me a lot more than I expected it to.
For all promotions, so I feel like this is probably more than just a squash match, for the simple fact that they made it an I Quit match.
Yeah.
So Jey Uso is going to put on a show in order to not give up.
Yeah.
And just because essentially that's what happened at the fuck was that last pay-per-view? Clash of the Champions.
Yeah.
Because essentially he didn't give up then.
No.
Jimmy threw in the towel.
And then didn't they wrestle on one of the shows? Yeah, they wrestled on one of the shows, and that's how it became an I Quit match.
Yeah. Even the
storyline's dope. I like.
This is my favorite version of Roman Reigns.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's everybody's.
Yeah,
besides the Shield Roman Reigns, I fucked with Shield Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Because he was part of the group.
Paul Heyman did a shoot interview not too long ago about how this all came together.
Really? I haven't. Oh, that's nice.
And,
I haven't heard that.
He was basically saying that this has been a long time in the making, and they were just waiting on the right moment to pull the trigger, and it just so happened that things worked out the way they did, and the time was perfect.
This might have been the big reason why Paul Heyman stepped down from creative. Like, hey, Brock,
just give me Roman. Just on Roman. Right.
Like, I know Brock's not going to come back for a while. Just give me Roman. Right. That's probably what Brock agreed, or what Paul agreed to. He was like, I'll step down from creative if you give me Roman.
Yeah, but I think the uncertainty behind Roman's situation was kind of just because of the uncertainty. I don't know if that's the reason why he stepped down. I think I think it was because Vince was too much.
I agree with that too, but I think a big part of it was like because otherwise Paul he might have just went away instead of just being around.
Technically, he was away for a while.
Yeah, but Roman showed back up. I think this. Because I don't see this Roman Reigns character getting over as much as he has if Paul Lee's not there.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm on record saying that. Yeah. That Roman should have been a Paul Lee guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Advocate for that. So of course I don't think that Roman as a heel would have worked without Paul.
Yeah. But as far as the pay-per-view goes, Otis and Miz don't care. Drew and Randy should be dope. Yeah, Jeff Hardy and Elias, I don't care even though Jeff Hardy's in it because the storyline I'm not invested in it. Jay and Roman should be decent, and then Bailey and Sasha should be awesome. So
yeah,
but I feel like if Roman and Jay is more of a just Roman beating the fuck out of Jay, I'm not gonna want to. I don't really care.
No, I think they're gonna put each other through the ring.
So I'm going 2.5 as a low. It might bring me up to a 3 because the other two out of the 5 matches I just don't care about.
I'm gonna go with 3.
I gotta go 3.
Because Sasha has always put on a good Hell in a Cell match. Sasha and Bailey has always put on good matches together.
Did you see that shit on Friday that she did? Where she fucking wrapped Bailey around the chair, was like stomping it on her while she was making her sign the contract for the match?
No.
Like, this shit was wild.
Sasha is goated, man. When they let Sasha really be Sasha.
Just be her?
Yeah,
Right.
she's
Like,
goated.
Yeah, she had her like wrapped up into a chair and was just like pulling her up like in between the chair and making her sign the contract for the match at the same time. Like, it was wild.
Yeah. I'm hoping, I'm praying that they give Sasha a win at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, because she ain't won one.
She has not won one yet.
Yeah. I feel like
for her to continue to lose, right now is the moment for her to win.
Yeah.
I think Sasha and Bailey could drag this all the way out to WrestleMania.
Oh, they can.
I
feel like they are.
Absolutely.
I feel like Sasha could win here, but as long as they don't wrestle each other every pay-per-view, because then it'll die by WrestleMania.
If Sasha wins here, but then like Sasha goes into her own like championship reign, but Bailey is still there fucking with her.
Yeah.
And like costing her to like maybe lose by DQ or something. Right. Not necessarily lose the title, but lose by DQ, and it builds up to WrestleMania because WrestleMania is in April next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got 2
Pray to
months
God.
left this year.
Pray to God. There's fans there.
6 months. A six months build up would be fucking decent, I think.
Yeah. For sure.
Especially for a feud that always goes hard. You know what I mean? They never put on a bad album together.
As many times as we didn't see this feud, I feel like it's one of those feuds that's never gonna get old.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're so good and they got so much good chemistry.
Yeah.
That's just a match. That's just a feud that's never gonna get old. No matter how many times you see it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's been a while that I've actually been excited for a WWE pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right now,
I low-key forgot it was coming on.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just only because I watched the best of Hell in a Cell pay-per-view matches. But if I didn't watch that, I probably would have forgot that.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just not invested in the main roster. I like NXT, I like watching AEW, but I'm not invested in the main roster just because Vince is in control of it.
I'm gonna see if I can.
The Roman thing is what's got me going right now.
I want to watch Blood and Glory for Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory.
I was about to say, what the fuck is that? That was old.
Impact's pay-per-view. Yeah.
Impact pay-per-view is tonight, so I think they got Impact Plus for free for the whole weekend.
Oh, so it's gonna be on there?
Yeah. So I want to check that out if I can.
I mean, I know like the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson are gonna wrestle. Motor City Machine Guns.
My dudes. Shout out to the Motor City Machine Guns.
Definitely one of the cooler hands.
I fuck with these niggas, dog.
It's a 8-man 4-way tag match for the Impact Tag title. Mm-hmm. Ken Shamrock got inducted to the Hall of Fame this weekend, and he has a match. I can't remember who it's against.
I looked at it earlier. I can't remember.
Rhino is wrestling as well. Shout out to Rhino because he's going to be at the wrestling event that we're going to.
I don't think we announced it on the podcast.
We have not announced it on the podcast. We'll do that right now before we go to break. So November 14th, we're going to be at the Waukesha Convention Ground. November 14th, we're going to be at the Waukesha Convention Ground for Mayhem from Masons 2. And I'm excited.
We went to the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the first one.
We're at the first one. Mm-hmm. I'm excited, man. We're gonna be podcasting from there. Hopefully, we got some things in place that, fingers crossed, we might be guest commentating.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, get some interviews lined up.
Yeah, Rhino's gonna be there doing meet and greets.
I looked at it might have been a website or whatever. But it's like it's gonna be a while. Cause I think I seen shit for like 6 to 10, 8 to 10, and it's gonna be there for a while.
Yeah, they got they're gonna have live music from like 4 to 6, something like that. And
I say because the event thing don't start till like 6, right?
Yeah. And after the event, they always go to Joker's bar and all the wrestlers and whatnot, sit there and get drunk together.
We got to do that. We got to do that.
Sounds like fun.
So tell Clara and tell Brittany.
I told Britt I'm gonna be gone the whole day.
I'll say we gonna be gone for quite a while, and we finna go get drunk with some wrestlers and some wrestling fans.
Yeah,
sounds like fun.
Dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
But I got that Impact or that Bound for Glory card.
Oh,
you got it? Yeah.
So they got Eric Young versus Rich Swann, Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Ray.
Smiley Kylie Ray from AEW.
Motor City Machine Guns, the Good versus the Good Brothers versus the North versus Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. You have Ken Shamrock versus Eddie Edwards. Moose versus EC3.
Yeah, EC3's back.
Dude went back to TNA.
Yep,
you got
sure
Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. They don't have the participants. Then the sixth.
No, it's Rhino versus. Oh yeah, Rhino's part of it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 6-way Intergento Scramble match for the Impact X Division Championship. Rohi Raju versus Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, TJP, Trey Miguel, Willie Mack.
Yeah, there's a woman in the X Division match.
Then you got the
Jordan Grace is cold though.
With the Deaners versus the Rascals.
Not the Deaners.
So, I think
Impact's slowly starting to come back up.
Yeah.
We don't talk much about it on here because it's just gone away. Like nobody really cares much about it anymore. But it's still doing good business. I mean, for what it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and get back into it because I just focusing more on wrestling. I want to be able to.
I mean, let's be real. Eventually, all of the people who shine in Impact are either going to end up that aren't like household names are going to end up in AEW or WWE at some point. So
I don't know.
You get to watch them in Impact.
EC3 had the chance.
No, I'm saying new people, not people that have worked there and then went back to Impact or whatever.
I don't know because right now with the pro wrestling world kind of up in anything's up for grabs.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how 2021 starts out. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a break. Quick break right now. Pay some bills.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We out.
Howdy-ho! Yeah. Welcome back to another wonderful episode. We're back again.
Like we never left.
I'm going to make a compilation of all the goddamn Heidi Hoes. That's what I'm going to do.
The Heidi Ho mix.
And as always, it's your boy Dougie Fresh, a.k.a. Trip Wayne The Rock Johnson, if you smell.
Big Mike, the baby mama lover. What it do?
And of course, Mr. Exclusive.
The same guy.
Same guy.
Hey.
The same guy.
Their nickname is Jealous 1 and 2.
Ooh, nice comeback. What are we in, the 5th grade?
4th grade, actually.
First off, I know this nigga Trip ain't talking about comebacks. When he said, no, you're the one that's like, what? What did he say to you, though? What did he say to you that one week? He said, no, you're, I gotta remember. I can't remember. I'm bringing it back. That nigga said, no, you're the...
I think he called me a stinky doo-doo head or something. No, I'm just bullshit.
He was like, he said, you something, everything, you're some shit. I was like, good job, Trip. That was...
Hey, man.
You worked hard for that comeback. Good job.
That's what happens when we miss a week. We forget.
Man, good job, dog.
But what's next on the docket, Trip?
All right, so they announced that motherfucking goddamn Dark Side of the Ring is coming back.
The motherfucking
goddamn Dark Side of the Ring is coming back.
That's 14.
14 episodes.
Because 1 and 2 wasn't that many.
No.
1 and 2 was like 8 or 10.
Season 1 was 6
episodes.
Season 2 was 10. Was it 8? Okay.
Episodes.
So they got 14 episodes.
They signed on for 14 episodes.
Just imagine. It went from 6 to 8 to 14. So that's how many fucked up wrestling stories that we still got to go that we either barely heard a little bit about or we've never heard at all.
Yeah.
Do you guys have, I know I probably didn't ask you this, like, do you guys have any favorite episodes from season 1 and 2?
My favorite episode of all time? Nah, okay, it's a tie. It's a 3-way tie.
Okay.
Only because the first part is a 2-parter. So it's the Chris
Benoit one?
And Owen Hart.
What about you?
My favorite was the Montreal Screwjob.
Mine
season 1.
Yeah.
Mine. That's season 1, correct?
Yeah, season 1. That was the first episode.
That was my favorite one because I knew a lot of that stuff, but a lot of it.
The second episode. The first episode was Match Made in Heaven, which was Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man.
But I fucked with the New Jack episode too. That was dope.
I was about to say I think my favorites are.
I know you talk about that New Jack one to this day.
The New Jack one was nuts. I think that might be my favorite one because it's like I forgot how crazy this nigga was. So I had to go to New Jack, the Chris Benoit ones, the two-parter Chris Benoit's, and then. To be honest, either that Jimmy Snuka one.
The Jimmy Snuka one was good too.
Or the Jimmy Snuka one, or
I like the Jimmy Snuka one because I knew a little bit about it. I knew about the story before the episode, but then to see the episode and to get more about it.
Detail,
I think I remember I sent y'all the one link. It was Jim Cornette and Dave Meltzer did an interview about the whole Jimmy Snuka situation because they went in way of a deeper dive.
Oh yeah.
Way after the fact because Dave Meltzer basically did the whole report on all of it. So it was pretty cool. Per usual, he's like the main dude who does all the reporting on all that shit.
I gotta go New Jack.
The one on
New Jack. Montreal School Job, and the Jimmy Snuka one. I had to go those.
I remember the Fabulous Moolah one was pretty good too.
I like the Chris Benoit. That's the only one I didn't watch.
Really? The Fabulous Moolah one was
because I heard of the story before I've already heard it.
With Sweet Brown Sugar and all that.
I don't. Yeah. That's the only one I haven't watched.
That's why I don't.
It was good. It was a really good episode. All of them are good episodes.
I know. They all good.
It's a great. It's the best show they have on Vice.
Oh yeah, it's the number one. It's the number one show on Vice. Yeah, for sure.
And it's because you don't think there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of pull or a lot not the word I'm looking for. A lot of people don't really fuck with wrestling, so to speak. But to get those, the stories, those behind the scenes. When you get more people into it again.
I just thought about it. Even another one that was really up there for me was that one on David Schultz.
Yeah.
Where he was the bounty hunter and shit, and he smacked the shit out of John Fossil.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was funny because he smacked him on camera.
He smacked the shit out of him.
Dog shit out of him.
Like, jeez Louise.
So, do you guys have any episodes, like any topics or stories you want to dive into for
season 3?
Season 3.
I am really interested to see what they come up with.
I'm trying to think.
Because there's not many stories that I know off the top of my head right now that they haven't already talked about.
I would personally like to see an episode on China.
I was gonna say that episode on China.
I would like to see.
But what would
the diva search, like how women were treated in the E?
But the thing with China though, all her crazy shit happened away from her.
Yeah, which is why they could talk about it.
Which is why they can talk about it. It's Dark Side of the Ring, because a lot of the things that she went through was because of wrestling. Yeah. Because her whole.
I know you're a big China fan, so it's tough to.
No, it's not even.
No,
that.
But I think it's
just a lot of the shit in these stories happened during wrestling.
Yeah.
A lot of her crazy shit happened
after
when she was away from wrestling.
Yeah.
They could dive into. I guess they could dive into hers and Triple H's relationship. You know why? Why it's so strange.
Yeah.
Even the Macho Man Stephanie McMahon.
I think one thing that they can go into, which I don't know y'all know, but not too much.
Be crazy.
What the whole Triple H Stephanie McMahon thing?
McMahon Macho thing like that.
Oh yeah.
Stephanie McMahon Triple H as well.
Yeah.
I would say I know there was one that I would like to see would be I don't know if y'all ever heard of Black Saturday. That's basically it's the nickname for the day when Vince basically bought all the territories.
Oh, yeah.
In like the 80s. It was when it was basically the way he did it was fucking ridiculous.
That'd probably be a good episode.
Like, you know that Survivor Series was created because of WCW or NWA's Clash of Champions, or not, was it? Yeah, Clash of Champions.
But they got some rumored topics would be Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Grizzly Smith.
Yeah.
Rockin' Robin. Sam Houston, the WCW New Japan 1995 co-promoted event Collision, and the death of Brian Pillman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
that Brian Pillman could be a good
one.
Oh, what about another one I forgot? The Legion of Doom one.
The Legion of Doom was good.
Did they do one on the Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah. No.
Nope. That was a
WWE thing, yeah.
So the Ultimate Warrior thing would be good.
There's the whole conspiracy of the Ultimate Warrior that we got.
The fake?
Yeah, for the rest of the time was the fake because of the original overdose or something.
Yeah. Which is weird because the original looked like the one we got before he died. Yeah. So it was like. Okay.
There was one I was just thinking of, and I lost it. To see if I can remember.
What about
Gun?
What about
the Monday Night Wars?
Yeah, that could be interesting. The ins and outs of all that.
Yeah.
Another one I was talking about. I remember I told y'all the one story about Sputnik Monroe, like a long whiles back, about the white dude he was a white wrestler, and he would basically hang out with the black people who weren't allowed in certain parts of the building and all this and that. Yeah. And like when he was the first white person in the South to have a black lawyer represent him in court, because he got arrested for hanging out at a black bar by the police and shit. So like he became like a huge
black advocate.
I would definitely like to see.
I think a Sputnik Monroe episode would be cool.
I would definitely like to see an episode about black wrestlers in certain territories in that time.
Oh, I agree.
It'd be dope if they go into the Bret Hart Sonny story a little bit. If they had more stories to go about, because they supposedly they was fucking.
Sunny Days. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hear Sunny was fucking a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. She was.
Mm-hmm.
So I think.
She damn near need an episode by herself.
I say because even watching the Raw reviews and like how she interact now with the fans and everything. Well, not now, but
back then
in the time period that we're watching.
But she did a lot of shooting interviews where she talks about sleeping with a lot of people.
Yeah, so I think she deserves her own episode.
Yeah,
because a lot of shit that she did was during the time of her wrestling. So
it's crazy because she was actually really good. Like on the mic and all this and that, like she was really good.
I just think drugs get the best of wrestlers, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's sad, and it's really sad to think about when you think about how they aren't treated well.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
But I think Dark Side of the Ring is they definitely go come with some bangers for sure.
Yeah.
I want to see a Sputnik Monroe, especially with all the things going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a huge episode for them.
I think because season 2 kind of gave everybody the idea that Dark Side of the Ring is basically a Vince bashing show.
Oh yeah,
for the most part. Yeah.
Because a lot of episodes are basically people that wrestled in the E for sure.
Yeah, and the fucked up stories they have behind them.
Yeah, I mean the main one is.
But the crazy part, a lot of the stories he's not even involved in. It just happened because they were.
Well, the one I know for sure that he was involved in was the Jimmy Snuka one.
Oh yeah.
Because they were saying how he was in his hotel and all of a sudden the police were there with him and all of a sudden the police left, or Vince walked in with a briefcase and left without it.
Yeah.
What was in the briefcase nobody knows, but.
Except Vince
and all of a sudden Jimmy got off type shit. So.
Right.
Yeah. Pause. You're right. Yeah. Whatever.
Out here walking in with briefcases and then walking out and Jimmy Snuka getting off. Come on, bro. I was in. But I'm excited, man. I really since the announcement of the very first episode and the very first season of the Dark Side of the Ring, I have been a big fan and a big advocate for it.
I think they're putting the right people on the shows too.
Yeah, I like the second season when they had Jericho doing the narration. Yeah, that was really good because Jericho has a great voice.
I'll say.
Yeah, I like when him and Mick Foley narrate shit.
Yeah.
I feel like
Dutch Mantel did a good job because he did a lot of the Southern episodes, so it kind of had that Southern touch
feel to it. Yeah, and
maybe we can get some more WCW stories.
Probably
it's probably more shit that they didn't dive.
I mean, you can get the whole transitioning from Jim Crockett Promotions to WCW.
Yeah,
because that was dirty with Ted Turner and all that shit. Like
NWO.
We can get the whole we get some Hulk Hogan episode.
Definitely gotta get a Hulk Hogan episode.
Yeah,
that might be
coming out.
That might
be and then
Trips' least favorite episode.
The sex tape shit. So
TV show, all that shit.
Hey, Thunder in Paradise was my shit. Thunder in Paradise was my shit back in the day, dog.
TV show, cartoon show.
Yeah. Thunder in Paradise was my shit.
The steroid episode.
Scandal. Yep. That's gonna probably be episode 2 about the steroid scandal in WWE.
Yeah.
That. I'm surprised they did one on like ECW, not just New Jack, but like just ECW as a whole.
Yeah, because they were.
I don't know, because the whole ECW thing was kind of covered in the WWE documentary. It was covered pretty well for what I have done research over the years.
WWE did a Jimmy Snuka documentary.
Yeah, but that's WWE product compared to a non-WWE product.
Yeah.
So these non-WWE products go more into depth,
that's
and
true.
they go, WWE go leave shit out.
Answer the hard questions.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The non-WWE shit, they go get into the nitty-gritty of what the fuck is going on.
No, I'm looking forward to it for sure. Do we have an idea of when it's?
April of next year?
April of next year.
Okay,
that's cool.
Birthday present for me.
Right, 420. I know what I'll be watching on 420.
Yeah, about April.
Birthday weekend.
So AEW Dynamite has been on for an entire year, right? So off the top of y'all head, who would y'all consider are some top rookies from this first year of Dynamite?
Of course, freshly squeezed.
Yeah.
Gotta go Moxley.
I was gonna say, isn't everybody technically a rookie on the AEW roster? Because the AEW is a new show.
Yeah.
So even Jericho would technically be a rookie because of an AEW. But I know what you're saying when you're saying people that people didn't know before.
Yeah. Like Sammy G.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy will be one for me.
Yeah, the Lucha Bros, Jurassic Party or
Jurassic Express. Private Party.
I
think Private Party has the potential to be a really great tag team.
Yeah.
My number one choice would be Adam Page.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of people, like Freshly Squeezed is popular, but he's not he hasn't really won big matches and things like that. Like, he's popular. I give him that.
I mean,
but as far as popularity and wins with he was, you know, in his first year,
technically you can't do that because Rookie of the Years never win really big games when it comes to other sports. Like you ain't never seen a Rookie of the Year who won the championship.
Well, Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's two. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I'm saying. You don't never. But they didn't. But my thing is, they did have big matches. They did win them titles, but that don't happen a lot.
Yeah, I'd say Adam Page. I say Adam Page because
it hasn't happened in AEW.
From the start of AEW, a lot of people didn't really know who he was mainstream. Yeah. So I'd say from start of AEW, October 2nd of last year until currently, he's been consistently mid-upper card, and he was in the first AEW title match. Like, you know, he's done big things. He's won the tag titles, everything like that. So he'd be my pick for sure. Yeah, because you can't pick, I would say if you're picking the people that have household names, you can't pick Kenny Omega, you can't pick the Young Bucks, you can't pick Jericho, can't pick Moxley. So it would be a lot of the newer names.
It'd either be Adam Page, MJF. I don't fuck with him. So
I was going to say, I would pick, if anything, if you could say you pick anybody, I'd pick Cody. Cody's had a huge year.
Yeah, but I can't. He a household name.
But if you're allowed to pick Cody, you have to pick Jericho, and Jericho would trump all.
Yeah, I gotta go AP. AP will probably be my choice. Him or Freshly Squeezed.
I'm gonna say Orange Cassidy for me because he's a comedic wrestler. You know what I mean? And that style is different, and he's got over with that style. And people fuck with that style. People don't want anything more for him, but when he gives us more, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because we're not expecting it. And he has put on good matches. He put on a lot of good matches, especially as of recently.
The only thing that bothers me...
He went full 20 minutes with Cody with no decision.
I say the only thing that bothers me is he still...
3 matches against Le Champion and put on a good show.
I was going to say, the only thing that bothers me about his matches, when he's supposed to be doing these serious matches with Jericho, he still tries to do the hands in the pockets with the slow kicks. Gimmick. I know, but...
Like, you asking for somebody, that's like asking a tiger to change his stripes. You going into the wild, like, oh man, you a tiger and all, but...
Nah, but if you're in a little bit more of a serious feud, you want to do the Orange Cassidy being able to fight and wrestle shit. That slow kick shit
But that is what he's doing. Like,
no, but I see where Tripp going because it's like, all right, you expect him to lose until he come out with all these cold-ass moves. And it's like, oh, I didn't think you had that in you. Where was this shit at a couple, you know what I'm saying?
That was the one thing you asked for. It's like, I can only get behind Orange Cassidy if he really wrestled. And now that he's really wrestling, it's like, oh man, well, he's putting his hands in his pocket.
No, I don't care about the whole hands in the pocket, but you shouldn't start your match off for me if you want to be considered competitive, like against Chris Jericho. If you're doing the sloth kicks and shit, like, bro, you can't do that against guys like that.
Build-up, bro.
Like, you can do that against Peter Avalon or Kip Sabian or whatever in a comedy type match, but you can't do that shit in the main event against Chris Jericho.
2 out of the 3 matches, he didn't start off like that.
If the Rock and Stone Cold were wrestling like that, and the Rock started slow kicking Stone Cold, you'll look at that shit and be like, what?
Obviously, I'll look at it like what because it's not his gimmick. That's bad.
But what if it was his gimmick and you're like, bro, The Rock, you're over, but you do this stupid thing.
I mean,
but in a serious fight, I don't want you to do
2 out of the 3 matches against Jericho, he didn't start. They started off straight wrestling.
Yeah. I fucked with those, but like anytime he does the slow kicks or whatever, it instantly ruins it for me. Even if the rest of the match is great.
I suppose.
The only time it worked for me was in the first match against Pac because he was still considered that gimmick character, but then Pac actually made him wrestle.
Yeah, but that's the part of his gimmick.
Yeah, but you can't do that every match. Like, it doesn't work every time.
But that's what gimmicks are.
That doesn't mean it always works.
But that's what wrestling is. Not everything's going to work all the
time. I know. So, no, but I'm definitely going Adam Page for sure.
Yeah, no, either Orange Cassidy or Sammy G. I feel like Sammy Guevara has.
I ain't seen Sammy wrestle enough to say he was a Marvel TV. I've seen a lot of Adam Page and First Squeeze matches, so it'll be those two, one of those two.
Yeah.
I feel like Sammy G is an up and comer. Him and MJF are probably going to be the faces of the company in the next.
MJF would be my second pick over Freshly Squeezed, just because MJF won everybody over with his.
He's the best heel in the game right now. There's nobody better than him right now.
Him and Jericho are having fucking comedy routines on AEW right now. That shit's hilarious.
So this past week they had a Broadway clip. MJF and
what the fuck
Chris
was
Jericho.
It called? It was called something. I can't remember what the fuck it was called.
Le Dinner Debonair or something like that.
Yeah, it was something stupid like that. It shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and at first I didn't fuck with it.
Le Dinner Debonair, yeah, that's what it was.
At first I didn't fuck with it, but then like once I got the diving into it and got like the behind the scenes meaning and like the hidden meaning and everything.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I see what y'all did here. But I think Chris Jericho taking MJF under his wing is only going to do good things for him.
I heard that the storyline is going to be MJF joins the Inner Circle and they kick Chris Jericho out and Chris Jericho becomes a babyface. That's the story that I've heard being rumored around.
I don't want to see
and that MJF starts to run the Inner Circle and then that eventually fades away. Because Sammy don't fuck with MJF because he keeps fucking with him. Yeah. Like giving him a jacket that's too big and forgetting his jacket and all this and that. Like, you know, he got everybody else a jacket except for Sammy the one week, and then the next week he brings him a jacket and it's 2 times too big. Yeah. Like, stuff like that.
I feel like I wouldn't want to see, at this point, I want to see Chris Jericho as a babyface. I like the champion.
But it's tough because it's like...
What you know is going to happen, bro.
It's tough because he's supposed to be...
The more over he go get, he's got to...
It's crazy because like he's supposed to be the #1 heel technically in the company, but everybody in the crowd is singing his song when he comes out. It's like it's tough with that because like
he can't use the Judas song as a babyface.
I agree. Yes, he can.
The song is called Judas.
I mean, he can still take
it. It's a backstabber.
Yeah, I know.
How are you a babyface with a backstabber theme song?
I mean, I guess he could still technically because it's over with the fans. Yeah. The fans sing it.
Yeah, I guess because I mean, voices in my head. Randy
I was about to say that was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, wait, Randy had voices, and that nigga said had his voices would tell him crazy shit to do to motherfuckers.
I mean, you realize Shinsuke had to change his song after a couple weeks because the fans were still singing to his shit.
Because even as a babyface, he never really changed his gimmick.
No.
Right, and that Y2J don't never necessarily have to change his gimmick.
Yeah,
I suppose. You know what I'm saying? Not really. If anything, it's gonna be more catchphrases, more pandering to the crowd, and shit like that.
That dude, I swear, he still
had the same attitude.
I still think he's
gonna be more playing to the crowd and more catchphrases.
I still think he's the #1 guy in the wrestling history as far as getting anything over.
Who, Y2J?
Yeah,
he's the best.
He could come in here. Him and The Rock. He could come in here and get our empty bottles of beer.
Yeah, him and The Rock. Him and The Rock with the coaches.
The Rock, yeah.
It's insane to think about that. Both Chris Jericho and The Undertaker have been in the business for 30 years, and Chris Jericho is still at it and still at the top of his career.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Taker was doing a lot more to hurt himself at 7 foot tall than Jericho was. But Jericho, he had safer matches than The Undertaker.
And he was one of the more athletic 7 footers too.
Yeah, so,
but eventually, when you're 7 foot and you're falling off of cells and all that shit, eventually your body gonna shut down.
It's gonna catch up to you. So, pro wrestling issue, they dropped the top 100 women's wrestlers of the year.
Yeah, PWI. It was just PWI top 100 wrestlers, right?
Yeah,
women wrestlers.
So the top 5 was pretty much rounded out by WWE. Got Bailey at number 1, Becky at 2, Asuka at 3, Charlotte at 4, Sasha at 5. I'm kind of upset Charlotte is up there. Like, I get why she's up there, but she hasn't really done shit in a year.
I mean, neither was Becky.
But Becky still had a decent run for majority of the year until Money in the Bank.
I mean, technically Charlotte kind of did too. It wasn't as profound as Charlotte. I mean, as Becky's was.
It is. I guess it's depending on how.
Remember, she was she did WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She went back to NXT, took the title and all that shit. So it's like.
Yeah. Okay, they go from October to October.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah. So it makes sense then.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So that them 5 are right there.
Yeah.
Well, no, because how long was Sasha gone? She was gone for that period of time.
Couple months.
But was it from October to October?
Yeah, but she wasn't. It wasn't gone like that. It wasn't gone like the crazy
from
longest.
October, the end of 2019. I don't really remember her being there.
She was gone for a couple months in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, so from like October to like December, I don't really remember her.
Exactly. Because that's when she was gone, and everybody thought she was quitting or trying to hold out for more money or some shit, right?
Yeah.
So that might be the one asterisk we got in the top 5.
Yeah, and then to round out the top 10 is Hikaru Shida, Tessa Blanchard, Riho, which I don't understand why Riho's a top 10, but I like Riho. So.
Wait. But didn't she beat
Riho?
Didn't she beat old boy?
Mandy Rose or no? Nyla Rose.
Yeah, like didn't she beat dude?
Yeah, she
So
beat her.
technically, she should be up there because she beat a man. So
I'm not a big fan of Riho. I don't think she's a good.
she's not my favorite Japanese wrestler. Out of the well popular Japanese women, Rio is definitely my least favorite one.
You think Riho?
I'm mad Rhea Ripley wasn't top 5.
I'm gonna say she beat out
that's
Io
nuts.
Shirai, Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, Thunder Rosa.
She beat
Nyla
out,
Rose.
Low-key, she beat out Nikki Cross and Kyrie Zane.
Kylie Ray.
Dr. Britt Baker. I can see Dr. Britt Baker in the top 20.
Dr. Britt Baker was hurt for a lot of the end of the year.
Low-key, Dakota Kai better than Rio.
I agree.
Yeah.
Rio's trash
better
to
than
me.
Rio.
I don't fuck with Rio.
Alexa Bliss better than Rio.
Rio's not believable as a wrestler to me.
Mia Yim better than Rio.
She's as small as this beer bottle.
Big Swole.
Nope. That might be the only person.
Big Swole is the worst wrestler on television.
Big Swole might be the only person Rio's better than.
Yes, I agree with that
Lacey
100%.
Evans,
Big Swole.
Yeah, Lacey Evans should be.
I'm going on record and saying
Lacey Evans
this right
should definitely
now.
be top 20.
Big
Penelope
Swole
Ford at 48.
is the worst female wrestler in the world.
She did have that good title match though. I can't lie. She did have that good title match.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
She puts on some good matches.
I can't lie.
But I'm sticking to that.
Shotzi Blackheart should be further up.
Yeah.
She should be further up.
I like Shotzi. She's growing now though.
I think Toni Storm should be further up.
Naomi at 63.
Yeah.
She hasn't wrestled much though.
But if we look at this list is gonna change next year.
Of course.
Cause I feel like go back
Naomi's back.
Go back up. Cause I feel like
Ember Moon isn't on there because she hasn't wrestled. Billie Kay.
Billie Kay's getting the push. I feel like she's gonna be higher up. Naomi, I feel like Naomi's gonna be higher up eventually. Sonya Deville could be higher up eventually. Wait, okay, so that means what's her name then?
Who?
Mandy Rose. This bitch like 98. Oh my god.
Probably. She doesn't wrestle much.
Liv Morgan at 84.
Liv hasn't wrestled much.
She ain't even on there. God damn.
She hasn't wrestled much. She's been mostly a manager.
Yeah.
She wrestled more than Liv Morgan.
She did.
She's wrestled more than
right.
I've watched more Mandy Rose matches than Liv Morgan
Wrestled
matches.
more than Peyton Royce.
Yes.
And Billie Kay.
Yes.
Yeah. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay were technically the tag team champions around this time.
That's true.
Maybe not from October to October. Maybe not.
No. Because they won at WrestleMania and they had him for a while.
Yeah, I don't know if they had it in October though.
I swear they had it in October. Where's my phone? Hold on.
I don't remember.
They got. I don't know. I feel like I'm a big fan of Thunder Rosa.
I agree.
I feel like she should be higher than Riho. I feel like her and Riho could switch places.
I didn't realize that Serena D, you know the girl who wrestled Thunder Rosa
Yeah.
on that AEW show. I didn't realize that was what's her face from the Straight Edge Society. The girl that was in CM Punk Straight Edge Society. I can't remember
Serena.
I didn't know her name was Serena in Straight Edge because I wasn't really watching back then. I was mostly watching CM Punk. I wasn't really watching everything else.
I love Chris Statlander, but I don't think she should be
No.
at 32.
I'm not a Chris Statlander fan.
I don't think she should be in the top 100. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nah, she needs to go back with them aliens that she claims to be.
Yeah, but I just.
Oh, they lost it in August. They won in April and lost it in August.
Damn, so they did hold it for a while though.
Yeah, but not from
not to October.
Yeah, October to October.
Because then they lost to Bailey and Sasha, right? Or they lost to Asuka and Kyrie.
Lost to Asuka. No, they lost to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Oh, okay.
And the Kabuki Warriors beat Nikki Cross and Alex.
Fair enough.
Alexa Bliss.
Fair enough.
Speaking of that, who do you think has been the best women's tag champions? Like the best
Kabuki Warriors.
I think Kabuki Warriors. Yeah.
I gotta go with them.
Or Bailey and Sasha. No, Bailey and Sasha.
I like Nia.
Bailey and Sasha was cold.
They were, but I like Kyrie and Asuka. They was cold. But I feel like if they do it right, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler could be a beef.
Yeah. I like when Kyrie and Asuka wrestle each other because they have good matches because they know each other so well.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Eddie and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we did our Raw review for this week was the February 24th episode of 1997 was the ECW Invasion.
Yeah, it was the week that Paulie brought his boys.
Paulie Dangerous.
Manhattan Center. That big ass ECW in the entranceway, or the Raw in the entranceway. Just the letters.
So what did you guys think of it? Like, how many 2 sweets would you give it?
This one I go 3.5.
I agree.
3.5.
The ECW matches were not as good as I remembered.
Yeah.
Like, Stevie was good.
But they had to tone it down.
Yeah, of course. They weren't doing ECW stuff until the Tommy Dreamer Devon Dudley match.
Right.
Yeah. It was funny because we got a first glimpse of Bradshaw's.
Yeah, we had Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Bro, with that mustache.
Yeah.
Bradshaw and Barry Windham, who's a ECW, or he was a big. He was actually one of those guys who would flip flop between WWF, WCW before the Invasion stuff really started going on.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't figure out where he wanted to be. But yeah, the Blackjacks wrestled the Godwins. That match was terrible.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the entire match I was watching, all they kept talking about was what was going to happen for the rest of the show, which goes to show they didn't give a fuck about the match.
They gave no fucks about that match.
Ken Shamrock was there.
Yeah.
First glimpses of Ken Shamrock in the crowd.
We got the first glimpse of Ken Shamrock and a foreshadow of things to come.
But the best match, the best whole thing of the show though was when they came back from commercial after that match, the Blackjacks and Godwins match with fucking the Eliminators running into the ring and just beating up the camera dude or whoever the fuck he was.
Yeah, that was
just hit that total elimination and then Paulie runs into the ring and just fucking goes wild. Like it was, your challenge has been accepted. Like bro, he was too geeked. Like he was on some shit. He had to have snorted some cocaine before he went out there. He had to have. He was hyped.
I like the beef between him and
King. Yeah, it was legit, which was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
Him and King was funny.
I don't think they found a mutual respect for each other until years later.
Oh, of course, because I think Jerry really did not fuck with ECW at all. I just think the one thing that was disappointment was the ECW matches that Paulie brought on.
Yeah,
because the first one was Lil Guido
versus Lil Guido.
Yeah, Lil Guido versus Stevie Cool.
My favorite part of the whole episode is Blue Meanie coming out and he said, "Hey Burger King, say hi to the bad guy." He said, "No, that shit killed me every time, dog." Cause I literally rewound it like 3 times. Cause he said, "Say hi to the bad guy," and he did this little thing and shit. And he did this.
Did you hear? And I wrote this shit down because I thought it was hilarious when Raven came down.
Yeah.
And Raven and Stevie and ECW at that time were having their rivalry, going back and forth. And Vince McMahon accidentally called Stevie Richards Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
I was dying, bro. I was like, dog.
No, Stevie Cool.
He called him Stevie Ray.
Stevie Cool. Like, yeah, Stevie Cool.
I like how King was going off about the BWO.
The extremely crappy wrestling. Oh, he was like,
and they said there's a ripoff.
They're just knocking.
And Paul Heyman was like, a ripoff of who? Who are we ripping off?
I was waiting. I was waiting on King to say it, and he said it. I'm like, bro, really? You gonna just give them Shine out.
Right. That's what I was waiting for. He was like,
I can only imagine the look that Vince gave him.
He was like, this motherfucker.
But yeah, the ECW match was terrible. It was ECW guys having a WWE style match.
Yeah.
But then next was the arm wrestling match between Sonny and Marlena.
Shout out to Sonny because Sonny was beautiful.
Shout out to Marlena because I forgot how pretty Marlena was.
Yeah, she was.
Both of them were beautiful.
Yeah. Sonny was super fine.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Sonny.
The shit was hilarious how they kept locking up and it was like 1-2 and then Sonny kept pulling away at the last minute.
For some reason, I think I like Marlena more because she was more mysterious.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's like
you
didn't really see her. You didn't really hear her talk until she left Goldust and started.
She would talk kind of right around that time.
Yeah,
she was starting to talk a little bit more and more.
Yeah, not around this time.
No, yeah.
Like, she didn't start doing that until they kind of split up.
Yeah.
She got more. She started getting on the mic more.
Yeah.
Towards the end of their
But yeah, the arm wrestling match is going on. Sonny kept pulling away right before they were supposed to technically start. And then on the third turn, Marlena pulls away, and Sonny acts like it was a problem, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And then they finally are going back and forth. And if y'all realize, like, Sonny could have won that shit clearly. Like, Marlena arms was super small compared to Sonny's.
Yeah, Sonny could have.
But obviously making it intriguing. And then as Marlena looks like she's about to win, Sonny pulls the powder out and throws it in her face, and then just stays out there. Like, she just doesn't leave.
Yeah.
And then
because she fucked with the Nation.
Yeah.
And that's why Savio came up.
Yeah, Savio came out because Goldust came out, and then that match started.
No, Savio came out first.
Savio came out first to fuck with Marlena.
Yeah, because Sonny brung him out because she fucked with the Nation.
Yeah, and then Goldust came out, and then that match started. If
you notice during the match, when Sonny came outside, she hugged. She
was all, and that's what the announcer said. They was like, "Oh, Sonny's with the Nation now."
Yeah.
Like, it was like, because that was the first time I had seen him with her, or seen her with them rather.
No, the crazy part, because if you think about it, it would make sense because she the one who brought Farouk out when he came.
Yeah.
When he debuted.
Yeah.
So it's like when he debuted, that's who.
But dog, did you hear the one dude in the crowd that the audio? I thought the audio was gonna bleep it out, but it was like as soon as she threw the powder in her face.
Sonny, you suck.
No, it was like you fucking bitch. Right. I was like, bro, what? How did this not get edited out?
When who was it? I think it was Savio Vega was talking to the Spanish announce people.
Yeah.
And there was that one white dude who just kept flipping him off
Dog,
the camera, like,
kept flipping him off. Yeah.
I was like,
that's how you know. That's how you know ECW was there.
Right. Yeah. Motherfucker was like.
But yeah, then Savio versus Goldust. Just match ended in a DQ.
Yeah. After they had Miguel Perez Jr. on the commentator.
Yeah, that's who it was. Miguel Perez.
He was commentating during the match.
He said, say something in Spanish. So he did. And all he kept saying was Puerto Rico and Miguel Perez and Savio Vega. That's basically all he kept saying in Spanish.
Yeah, no, but he had a nice little moment where he was explaining why he didn't fuck with Savio Vega.
Yeah, because he turned his back on Puerto Rico and joined the Nation. Basically, that was the reason, which is a fair reason.
And so after the match, he said he went in the ring and hit Savio Vega with the missile drop kick, which was a pretty well executed
pretty good.
missile drop kick.
Yeah, I didn't like the. For some reason, I think it's a technique to hitting the mat. I don't like how he hit the mat.
Yeah, there's definitely a technique to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a technique to doing the drop kick.
I was talking about this before. So next week's Raw, they announced it is in Berlin, Germany.
Yep, that's the debut of the
and this
European Championship.
And this is a preview because this is the show before Vince Russo joins the writing team for WWE. So in about 2 weeks, this shit's about to get wild.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to do 97 because I'm like, bro, this is when shit really starts to get crazy.
Yeah, when you think about, because we got the HBK Undertaker Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
In 97.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, they talked about that. And then Jerry Lawler does the Ken Shamrock interview. Yeah. Where he claimed that Ken Shamrock, or he was teaching Ken Shamrock a bunch of moves and
bunch of submission moves,
and in the worst promo voice ever, Ken Shamrock goes, "I don't even know who you are. You're a liar."
Like, I wouldn't say the worst promo voice. I think
it was very scripted. He was told what to say.
For me, I feel like, I don't know, it was probably one of the better times I've heard him talk.
Yeah, he didn't talk much.
Yeah, I mean that's why. So
definitely that's.
But then another awesome Paul Lee moment. Man, this show sucked without ECW or what?
Yeah.
And the crowd went fucking nuts. Like, dog, it was awesome.
Because you got so much. This show sucks Well, so many this show sucks.
Dog, it was terrible. No, and they said first it was I can't remember which match it was, but it was earlier. It was like Nitro sucks.
Yeah.
And then later on it was this show sucks. I'm like, damn, both shows suck.
It was I think it was the Stevie. No, it was the fucking match. Was it? It was a random match.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was an earlier match.
I just remember. I definitely.
Vega Goldust match.
No, it's probably that Taz Mikey Shipwreck match.
That was when they were saying this show sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were saying Nitro sucks earlier in the show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Mikey Whipwreck versus Taz.
Probably
this match
when Paul and them came out.
This match is only famous for one reason. Sabu trying to jump off them goddamn letters and missing everybody he jumped at.
Yeah.
Because that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna happen to anybody though.
And then because he tried. Yeah, the letter was. It was just the letter.
Moved.
It was like jumping off of this when it was
but
wobbling.
the letters weren't connected.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's either whoever did it was go do that.
Yeah.
Whoever
no matter who jumped off of it,
they was going to fuck it up.
For sure.
It was poor.
But that was Sabu.
Yeah.
Sabu was known for his fuck ups.
Well, we got a lot of. We had a good preview of Taz. The submission.
Except for King burying him.
Yeah.
He said, I wrote this shit down because I was I paused it because I was laughing so hard. He said, this guy's so small, he probably buys an ant farm as a second home.
Yeah.
Bro, I was rolling. I'm like, dog, how do you come up with that shit?
It's just crazy because it's not like the King is much taller than
No,
him.
he's not, but he's bigger. Taz is like 5'8".
Yeah.
King was at least still like 6 feet.
It's funny because King couldn't call out some of Taz's suplexes.
No.
And
no, because every plex that he threw technically was a Taz plex or a Taz bone or whatever the fuck you call it, everything.
But even then, it's like the T-bone, he couldn't call it the T-bone.
Yeah.
And,
That's true.
Paul was kind of carrying the commentary.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Paulie was awesome, so.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. They don't really know moves like that.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's
Vince tries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good thing we're not doing Nitro reviews because Eric Bischoff used to make shit up.
There was no 1-2 and in this whole episode.
No, but it was a bunch of. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely plenty of that.
What a maneuver!
What a move! Yeah, definitely what a maneuver. Yep.
One of the funniest parts to me was Paul Heyman was calling out the moves, and he goes, "I'm sorry, Vince. I know you were getting ready to call that move out."
Oh, what the?
Vince was not getting ready to call that.
No, he was not.
He
was not. No, and then towards the end of that match, did you notice during all the ECW matches they kept having interviews with WWE guys?
Yeah.
That shit made me laugh.
Just to keep.
And like during the interview, they interviewed the Undertaker during the Taz.
But I think they was watching the matches too, though.
No, yeah. They did the Undertaker interview, and the match ended during the Undertaker interview.
Yeah.
Cut his ass off right away. Like, all right, this match over. Right.
Or it was one of those interviews. I think it actually might have been Farouk. I think Undertaker was the Tommy Dreamer one later down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was hilarious. But they kept talking about how there's gonna be a surprise later on. And it actually, I forgot about this one, so I was pretty geeked. The Headbangers came out for a tag match, and Legion of Doom came back.
What a rush! Yeah,
I was like, I was pretty geeked for it.
Yeah, that's.
King with another classic line though during this part. He said, "When you tell a guy to take out the trash, he takes his girlfriend on a date."
Damn,
bro. Because he was talking about New York City.
Yeah.
I was fucking rolling, dog. Like, dog, he was just easy with the one line.
That's like when Sonny said, "Oh, you ugly New Yorkers."
Yeah.
Damn, that's disrespectful.
The match was pretty smooth for the most part with LOD and the Headbangers.
Yeah.
But it ended in a double count out, which was dumb. But then they still hit the Doomsday Device.
I like the.
Got to.
Yeah.
But like they could have hit it to win the match. It had to be a double count out.
It was a lot of DQs on this card.
Yeah.
Next match was Tommy Dreamer versus Devon with Bubba Ray.
No, Bubba Ray came out at the very end. Technically, right?
Yeah, I'm just reading how they wrote it.
Oh, okay.
But Bubba Ray came out at the end.
And Sandman.
Sandman came out. It was a nice little brawl at the end.
Yeah.
It was for the ECW's top guys.
Yeah. We got to see a foreshadow of Stone Cold to come. Sandman.
Yeah.
With the precursor.
Yeah.
Definitely a precursor.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty dope.
Then we had the homie, Todd Pettengill. This is where he debuts as off the side announcer for all this shit? Because he wasn't really around. He was
Yes,
around,
he was.
but he wasn't really around like that. Now
Yes,
he really starts to pop up around this time.
No, he was around for a while. Because he used to do all the pay-per-view thingies, and then he was doing all the backstage interviews for Raw.
Yeah.
Because he did plenty in your houses. He did the WrestleMania shits. He did plenty of shit.
I don't know. I just don't like. During these reviews, I think this is
I'm
the
old,
first time
so
he popped
I
up.
literally grew up.
I think this is
watching
the
him.
first time he's popped up on like a Monday Night Raw since we've been doing these reviews. I have not.
That's possible.
I haven't
Now,
written his
that's
name
possible.
down once.
Now that's possible, but he has been around for.
But
a while.
I just I
Because
remember
he would
him.
do the weekend shows. He would do the little shit before the pay-per-views, and he did a lot of the backstage interviews.
Yeah, and then he interviewed Ken Shamrock asking him about Taker versus Sid and Bret versus
submission match,
Austin.
yep.
He said he picked Taker and Stone Cold, which basically was foreshadowing.
My thing is how soon after this did he become the special guest referee?
I think within the next, because WrestleMania is coming up within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's in March back in it was in March.
Yeah.
back
It was in
the day.
March.
Yeah,
And
So it's coming up.
We got, I think, 2 weeks.
probably 2 weeks.
And then the main event was Farouk versus The Undertaker, and you could tell WWE's paid some money on updating their equipment because the microphones actually worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Because that damn rapping Nation of Domination song was even worse now because you could actually understand what they was rapping,
Right.
and the shit was terrible.
And I like the whole Shamrock talking shit to Farouk.
Yeah.
That was
Shamrock
pretty
walked up to him like,
Yeah.
bro, you don't want those problems.
dope. Yeah. And that's pretty dope because, I mean, it's a foreshadow
Yeah.
between them two.
Yeah.
So I think that was well placed.
Yeah, I agree. But then, and then the match was pretty decent. But of course, it ends as all of these Nation matches has over the last couple weeks with the Nation
DQ.
jumping in.
Yeah.
DQ.
And,
So-
and then when Crush and Savio interfered, the Legion of Doom
Yep.
came out to make the save.
Yeah. Which was pretty dope. I fucked with it. I like the show.
It
I
was
like
a
the
good
show.
It was a lot better than
It was exciting
I
because
expected.
of the fact, and I know for a fact that this upcoming show, I was looking forward more into this review than next week's one because this
feel
Berlin
like
show,
that-
this
I'll
Berlin
say-
show isn't very good for what I remember in past.
I just remember the European Championship. That's what
Yeah.
I remember out of this. So I guess we'll just have to
So,
wait and see.
Yeah.
but yeah,
I might try to get it out the way,
yeah,
knock it out early.
yeah.
So y'all got any approvals for this week?
Watch horror movies.
I
Get
do.
out and vote.
I got like 4 or 5. The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix. That's good. Monsterland on Hulu. That was a good one. Book of Blood. That was another good one. Superman, Man of Tomorrow. I know it's not a horror movie, but I checked it out and I liked it. I enjoyed that one a lot. And I have to go. Since it just ended, Lovecraft Country. If you haven't watched that, make sure you check that out because it was a very, very good show.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
So that's what I got.
I would say check out the Black Box on Amazon Prime if you got that.
I definitely will be checking that out tonight.
That was pretty dope. I want to watch, I think, Babysitters versus the Monsters on Netflix. I want to check that out.
The Babysitter Guide to Monsters.
Yeah,
I want to check that out too.
I want to check that out.
Yeah.
Probably try to get that in tonight.
Yeah. I still gotta see Vampires versus the Bronx. I still gotta watch
That shit, that's a good fucking.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that.
That
too.
shit is good.
Yeah, both of those will probably be the movies I use to round out my Halloween because next.
Actually, I think I did recommend that.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
So,
Yep.
and of course, make sure y'all check us out on all our social media platforms.
You know what it is.
I get that at the end.
Right.
I would
Yeah,
say
exclusive.
I would say mine is I haven't really been watching anything crazy like I was saying. I haven't watched anything new. She's been in control of Netflix, so she's been catching up on all the shit that just came up
Right.
with all the, one-on-one and
Right.
half and half and all that shit. So she's been keeping up with that. So I've been kind of on top of just with my stream. My stream's been picking up actually. I done gained about
Shout it out.
twitch.tv/Mr. Jake Exclusive. I'll say
Follow
over the
your
last
boy.
week I've gained 10 new followers, so it's coming up.
Follow your boy.
I mean, it's definitely getting up there. And I want to give a shout out to, and he's probably never going to hear this because he's a pretty famous MLB The Show streamer. His name's Daddy Dimu TV. He's got over 10,000 followers and subscribers and shit like that. And he hit me up on Twitter and he followed me and we was chopping it up on Twitter. So it's pretty dope. And I just want to give the appreciation shout out to him for sure, because he didn't have to do that shit, you know, as being a newer small time streamer as myself. So I'm just trying to get on his level, man, you know, get out here. So
hopefully when the new gens come out, we'll have an NWO switch.
Absolutely.
We'll try to figure that out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for our videos now.
We got a YouTube page now,
Check
man.
us out on
YouTube.com/NerdWorldOrder, baby.
Nerd World Order Podcast.
Like and subscribe, fam.
On YouTube. Make sure y'all hit us up on Twitter at NWO Podcast. Hit us up on Instagram at NWO_podcast.
You dig?
Find us on Facebook at Nerd World Order Podcast. And make sure you go ahead and search for that group, Nerd World Order Podcast group with parentheses. And go ahead and join it. And as always, it's been another wonderful episode.
Sorry to cut you off. We finna have some merch coming soon.
Yes,
Be on the lookout
sir.
for that.
Yes,
We will have
sir.
merch coming soon. So definitely look out for that.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
another list of approval. Geek Set Rewind. Check that out. We just did episode 3 today, so that'll be coming next Tuesday. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll have more coming to you. Be on the lookout for Geek Set Rewind, baby.
Also, before I forget, go ahead and check out our issue reviews of Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia on geeksetpodcast.com. that Jake and I
Episode
been
5
doing.
coming soon.
So, and as always, it's been another wonderful episode of the NWO Podcast, the Nerd World Order Podcast, the podcast that is just too fucking sweet.
Too sweet.
And as always, I'm your boy, Dougie Fresh, a.k.a. Trip Wayne The Rock Johnson.
Big Mike, baby daddies hate me because they baby mamas like me. What it do?
And of course, Mr. Jake Exclusive.
Same guy.
We out.
We go.